Welcome back, everybody. This is Giraffe Dragon here, bringing you another episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time we finished up Chapter 4 and went through the Bowser and Peach sections, and now, this is what I was thinking about. This is the first time you'll be able to buy the Super Luigi Book 1, super popular now on sale. It is 64 coins exactly, as in referencing the Nintendo 64. And I suppose a character that I never paid much attention to that I might as well go ahead and mention now is that on the west side of Rogueport, you will encounter, if you go inside, I believe it's this room? Yes, inside this house. You have a child here. I never play outside at all. This town is too crowded and scary and weird. It's terrible. This kid always comes up with some sort of excuse to not go outside, and this is his father. Grr, my kid spends all day shut up indoors. I hope he's not warped or anything. I sure would like to go to a deserted island where I could write without any worries. He's an up-and-coming writer. He's the one that wrote the Luigi stories. In fact, Luigi's actually chronicling his tales of the Waffle Kingdom, and this guy is basically writing an embellishment of Luigi's embellishment. It's actually it's pretty amazing. Anyways, you go through there and you get yourself another Shine Sprite. That's pretty neat. And I suppose while we're going ahead and talking about all this, there was a character that I wanted to introduce you guys to earlier, but I could never really find a good... That was one or two characters that I wanted to introduce you guys to, but another character that I actually want to introduce you guys to is somebody that's up on the roof. I'll do this. And I suppose... Yeah, I'll go ahead and just take care of a little... Actually, no, not yet. Okay. Don't mind me, just amusing myself. If you come up to the rooftops and come all the way over here, you'll find this guy. He's a minstrel. Basically like a traveling bard. And you can ask him about all these different stories. And later on, I want to have an entire episode dedicated to these stories. And it will be completely optional, and you guys don't have to watch it at all. But until then, I want to wait until we have access to all the stories. Until then. That way I can continue to progress the story, and that can be sort of like a little side note that I can do. Anyways, we just roll down here and goes, "What do you blokes want?" "I have no interest in passing the time with you. So sorry. Now away with you." Well, sorry, dude. I know that was kind of rude of us to do that, but, you know, don't mind me. I'm just coming in here, taking a Shine Sprite. Okay, now I'll be on my merry way. Anyways, Frankly said in the last episode to go by to the docks. I never actually bothered to go down the docks or anything like that. In fact, the place where I actually figured that we would go was, funnily enough, the tavern area. And as you can see, Luigi's over in this area too. Let's check in with our Mouser friend. ... Meet Scram. Don't talk to me. My heart's burning from my long-lost love. Yes, I'm speaking for the extraordinary beauty at the juice shop in Glitzel. Oh, Jolene. No matter how many times I flirted, she never paid me the slightest attention. Ouch. You know what, we might as well listen to Luigi's tale right now. Well, I headed to Circle Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Hey, sounds good to me. What part of my story you want to hear? Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived in Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give out to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was to enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line, the lights went green, I stopped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green old one went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me, hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off the trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazafras down in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by her voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat, and came back here to Rogueport. And that's what happened. That's what's been up with me. So, he won the race by wrecking his own vehicle, forcing everyone else to crash. This guy, now I'm trying to remember, I don't remember his name. Now I remember his name. His name is Torque. He rented Luigi the big green old one. Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't for a second think this dude telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot! I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair cost. Ouch. So yeah, that's what's up with Luigi. And what do you want, huh? Who, me you ask about? Ah, I am called Flavio. I am, how you say, a trader, the richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more, huh? What is missing from my life? The tears of my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, definitely. Romance, you say? Huh? I suppose one does need some romance in life. What other sweet, delectable fruit can make so many wonderful pasta sauces? Ah, no! Foolish Flavio! Not romance, you silly man. What I mean is romance. Wait, hold the horses. That is it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the Pirate King. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even money. Do you not know the tale, the Pirate King's treasure, hidden on Keelhaul Key? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, pirate treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot. But not a single one of them has ever returned. All the horror makes my back tingle. People hear whisper of the ghost of Cortez that attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It was because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keelhaul Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, a millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. So basically, this is like, what if Jack Sparrow had all the money in the world already, and he was posh? What is it that you are saying? You are also looking for the treasure here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing such stupid rumors about treasure some street urchin spews out. No. Now, what madness comes busting from your mouth? You have a treasure map. Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Keelhaul Key. You swine, you mean to steal my treasure out from under me, you awful, awful man. Well, now, I am confused. You are looking for things known as the crystal stars? But now that I'm thinking, a starship stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... Ah, no, stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio will go with you to Keelhaul Key. Of course the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. Huh? You must repeat that? Flavio is a plot. You have no ship? You unfortunate, foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I would have a ship ready in no time, and it would be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid! Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader, yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. So that basically begins our actual chapter beginnings, but I will warn you guys, the second we get on the ship, it will be another one of those times of there is no return. Once you start the chapter, there is no turning back. So I figured to just sort of go to fill up the time a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some trouble centers. Now, the only one I'm not going to be doing is this one, the question mark, question mark, question mark, because I want to take care of that one after Chapter 5. So, Mayor Dower, I'm starting to feel dour already. Would you please deliver the Silver Club newsletter routing slip for me? Please come to pick it up at my house in Twilight Town. Thankfully, this isn't one that takes a super long time to do. And I suppose that while I'm on my way to take care of that, I'm gonna stop by Zest's kitchen to cook up this leaf here. Now, funnily enough, in Paper Mario 64, there was an item known as the Strange Leaf. It was always so funny to me when there was something called a strange leaf, and it looked like it looks like it looked like cannabis, or weed. It was hilarious. Anyways, cook up a golden leaf. By the way, you don't want to cook a super shroom by itself, because if you do, you're going to get a shroom fry, which is heals 6 HP and heals 2 FP, which is pretty much a downgrade from it. You want to save that for just a little bit. Ah, yes. We now have the Zez Tea. Tea brewed up by Zez Tea. Replenishes 20 FP. And that's pretty much what we have at the moment. Anyways, I'll meet you in Twilight Town. Cut. Anyways, guys, we're back. So, he talks about a newsletter. Mario, you accepted my trouble request. My, now that's something. I hope you deliver this Silver Club newsletter routing slip to the great tree elder. I used to bring it myself, but this hip is really growling at me. Would you take it for me? So, it's so well used, it's tattered. So we have to take it to the elder, and the elder in the great tree. That's not going to be that difficult, especially since we actually have a shortcut there. Anyways, I will meet you at the great tree. Cut! Anyways, guys, we're back. We're here at the tree. And just so you know, that only took about 2 minutes or so to get here. So thank goodness that we actually had that, right? Well, hey there, Matteo. Are you here to listen to me pontificate for a spell? Future me, put down in the box below what that means. Why, it's a Silver Club newsletter routing slip. You came here to give this to me. Twilight Town's mayor sent you. My last youth fountain bath there was nice, I recall. Well, this slip now needs to go to the Petalburg, but my hernia's acting up. Say now, could you bring it to the Mayor Petalburg for me? I'm counting on you. So now we have to take it to Crew. Aren't you guys glad that I showed you where to find those blue pipes? Anyways, we'll meet you guys there. Cut. Anyways, guys, we're back. So now we have to hand this over to Crew. Murphy, what can I do for you, young man? Eh? The Silver Club approval slip? Is that from the puny elder? So-and-so. That reminds me, that super blood pressure gauge I bought from her was great. Since I'm the last one to sign this, it needs to go back to Twilight Town's mayor. Patoo! But I seem to have caught a bit of a cold. Could you take it to Twilight Town mayor? Thanks, Murphy. So now we have to take this to the guy at Twilight Town. This is a little monotonous, but since we have these blue warp pipes, it's really not that bad. Anyways, I will meet you guys there. Cut. Anyways, guys, back. So now we take it back to him. Hello, Mario. Did you deliver that last newsletter routing slip or what? The Mayor of Petalburg has a cold, old-time nations, and diddly dangits. Oh, but you brought it back with you? Why, thanks. You sure are a lifesaver. Oh, and before I forget, here's a reward. Please take it. We get 30 coins from that, so it's not bad. We Silver Clubbers have been going strong for 20 years with our slogan, Age? What? We discuss longevity secrets and the like, you know? Maybe you'll join us in 20 years. Har! Not very, very funny. I'm actually starting to warm up to him just a little bit because of that. Anyways, we'll meet you guys back at the bulletin board. Cut. Anyways, guys, we're back. So, now that trouble is complete, the only other one that I honestly really want to take care of at the moment is ZT, and that's because the elusive badge one, it would be a lot easier if we do that after the next chapter. It would just be more convenient for us to do it that way. And since I'm pretty much going to be cutting out about anywhere between 6 to maybe 7 minutes of like selective footage, I'm not even sure how long exactly as to how much long it would be. But since it's going to be a little bit, might as well progress the plot a little bit forward right after this. Hey, you took on my trouble. Well, it's really important, so listen up, Mr. Klutz. Ages ago, there was a legendary chef named Maitre de Liege. Rumor has it, you instantly become a better chef by reading his book. Ah, following the instructions. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's an old book that's hard to find. Stores don't carry it. But I've recently heard that someone who used to live in the creepy steeple had a copy. Huh, I guess that means either Dupless was a big chef fan, or the person who owned the steeple previously. There are many secret rooms in the creepy steeple, so it's moldering there somewhere. I just had to get my hands on that book and read it. Help me out, Stumblebum. So then. Anyways, we do have the cookbook on this. This is like the only case outside of like, most item quests where you can actually get the item beforehand. And this will give her the ability to cook 2 items at one time. And your reward for this is the honey shroom. It's the honey mushroom, or like the honey shroom, which is just made by combining a honey syrup with, a mushroom with a honey syrup. So now she can cook with 2 ingredients. It heals 5 of each, which is, not too bad, but if we had access to this earlier, it would be a lot more useful. Anyways, I suppose I might as well sell this, because that really isn't a whole lot. And it's just sort of wasting inventory space. I might as well go ahead and put away the jam and jelly too. So let's see here. Might as well sell that. Let's see here. I want to store the jam and jelly. And I think that'll be about it. Actually, yeah, I think that's about right. And, there are now pretty much every single cooking opportunity that we have available to us is now available. So, I suppose at this point, might as well head down to the docks and try to progress the story some. Oh, yeah, I remember this part. Ah, yes, so it is you, huh? Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavia, the queen of countless ships in my personal fleet. The the majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts through the very soul. Don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes? Did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavia, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest-ranked helmsman. They steer the ship, you know. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Keelhaul Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Paw Patch. You can solve our problem, then spit it out already. Well, sir, I've heard tale of a a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Barbary, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have a helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, sir, there ain't a soul what's seen him in the seas of late. Bassa boom, problem solved. Let us scout out this Barbary fellow and get him on board. As it is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? Oh, good points. Aye, sir. Aye, sounds fair, sir. I'm on board. Good plan. Sure thing. And it is decided. You will sign this Barbary and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little suspicious. Pleased to meet you. Your acquaintance. Yeah, totally not suspicious at all. What does Gomella have to say about this? They call that guy Four Eyes. He's one of the sailors coming with us to kill Hawkeye. I totally feel like I've seen him somewhere before, though. Maybe I'm just going nuts. You all are terrible. That is probably the most half-assed disguise I've ever seen. You people are horrible at this. It's no wonder I'm the protagonist. I'm the only one with eyes worth a damn. Anyways. They say that we're looking for a man named, or at least a salty old dog named Bobbery. Now you might be thinking, oh, maybe he's one of the Dugongs or something like that. No, he's actually a Bob-omb, a very interesting Bob-omb. But I suppose to save us some time, might as well just talk to Franklin. Bobbery? That old sea dog lives in the east side house right next door. They say he was a great and important sailor long ago. So, basically, now at this point, when we go to talk to him, he has no excuse. Admiral Bobbery, I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please, drop the X, Super Stash. We already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery. What poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job, So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore. But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to kill Hawkeye. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean to say is no! So now, he refuses to go with us. We have no one to go with. So what's the next move, Chief? That salty dude ain't going nowhere fast. Oh, he's salty, alright. I'm sorry. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? You know what we ought to do? Find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. We go where all salty sea dogs go to cry their woes out. We go to the local tavern or bar. Because if anything's to go by, this dude here probably might as well know. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery to back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to kill Hawkeye. Rough seas out there. All sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Please do. I can take it. No, I hate sad stories. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlette. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlett never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlett, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good. For a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlette fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time we returned, Scarlette had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer. I guess that's pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. The letter Scarlette wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlette wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. When I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him, but I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Polly, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing, okay? You feel better, okay? Let's roll.
Oh, yeah.
Let's roll indeed. Rolling in the deep. Rolling in the deep. I wonder if that was their song. Like, you know how when couples have a song? I wonder if that was their song. What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again! No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you! Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlette? This is Scarlette's handwriting! Scarlette, my love. My love, if you are reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I have passed away while you were out at sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea as you are one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea as you are one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe, bound for Keelhaul Key? Humph! If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off! Admiral Bobbery? Yes! So enthusiastic. The ship's in the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Now, one last warning for you guys. This is, once you board the ship and you decided to sail off to Chapter 5, it is a point of no return. Make sure you have everything that you want. Me, though, it's weird, because I don't feel as if I really have anything powerful enough that I could make right now that would be of use. Let's just go ahead and just check as to what the ones that we missed so far were. Bulbober, Jolene, and Petunia. Anyways, the other ones are always pertain to side quests that you've handled and helped other people with. Might as well check my inventory. Withdraw. shoot. Dadgummit, I don't have what I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping that I had a horsetail. And I'm not going to waste my time going out there to get an old one, because if you combine a horsetail with a turtle leaf, you'll make something called the healthy salad. It heals 15 FP, and it cures poisoning. A lot of cooking items will end up curing poisoning, which is actually quite fitting for the area that we're heading towards, because we're going to be running into one or two enemies that like to poison enemies. I knew you would get Bobby on board, you wonderful mustached man, you! To you, I must say, ahoy! I was wise to choose you as captain. Ahoy to me as well! My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies, yes. Preparations are complete. If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail? This is your last chance, guys. This is the point of no return. Yeah, let's shove off. Very well, to the sea! Raise anchor and set sail for thrills and emotion, and romance and money! Our destination is Dreadkill Hall Key. Wait up! This guy sure took his time to get on board. This is X-01 here. Come back, dude. I repeat, X-01 here, over. Roger, reading you 5 by infiltration is successful. X-0 Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-0 Black is on board the vessel.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
You know, just total lack of subtlety here, guys. I shouldn't put me too hard on him. The key to pirates. And in case you guys are curious, Keel Hall isn't related to, like, you know, key pirates or anything like that. It's actually something much different. I'll explain that in a minute. Month star day X0. Over the protest of my crew, the SS Flavia has set sail. As this voyage is reckless as they say, I must scoff. Flavia will show them guts. I like the idea that this takes place over a period of months. Like, look at this. It's almost as if, like, days have passed already. Month. Month star day XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. It's as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartily. Month star day XX. Oh. Can't do a music note sound. Things are going smoothly, yet I'm filled with dread. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. So I like the idea that this quest is taking, like, numerous days, like possibly weeks. Skull Captain cast his A's, red jewel shines and plays. Boom, bassa, boom, festival. The Stash Brothers, best of friends, 3 times red, Stash lands on his head. Blue Stash is belly 4 times his wax, so let's hear this fireworks go boom. At the Boom Bassa Boom Festival. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Sorry, I had to say it. Where Devil's Inflection's been really bad eggs, drink up me hearties, yo ho. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no? The island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh, I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, watching deadly combat with a sea serpent. You can basically, and you pay attention to what Flavio's saying there. He's just sort of ranting on and on about, like, a story that he's done. And he says that everyone's saying that he's heard this one yesterday. I suppose I might as well say this. Keel is basically that part of the ship. I don't remember what part, but it's sort of like, I want to say it's the front part of the ship. But Keel Hall is that you hang... No, wait, keel is basically the back of the ship, like, you know, where the rear fin would be. But fucking Keel Hall, it's a form of corporal punishment where they tie you to the keel and drag you across the sea. I'm pretty sure that's essentially the equivalent of a death sentence. Anyways, on to brighter things. Right, he started He started again. A tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to. We'll have to listen until he's finished. Of course, you're on a ship. Yeah, if you interrupt him mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Why is the... what? Wait, what's going on here? The ship's stopping. Oi, Master Flavio. Awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story, but the ship stopped. Ah, stopped you say to me, after interrupting the story of passion and fury. Well, it is your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. Oh, aye, Flavio, I get on it right quick. Wait a tick. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomp a moat in your scallywags. That's racist. Or Goomba-ist, you would say? Oi, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving! You know, if this was an M-rated game, that fire touching him would have made him blow up. But I guess if we wanted to make it T for teen, that would have happened and then he would have come back. They're here! What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will somebody tell me what's going on? No, they're upon us. The pirate ghost! All them rumors were true! Whoa.
What do we do? We gotta get out of here.
Don't panic yourselves, this is just a dream that we're all having. Awake! No, quickly. Move the boat. Oh, Ghostly Lord, are you really the savage pirate king? Hey! Help me! Buck up, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Relax, I say. You simply must take it easy, heard? What? Arrgh! Excuse me, listen everyone, if we can form an orderly line without shouting, forget that, make a path! Bobbery, look alive, man! Aye, we must get out of here! Abandon ship! Every rich marvelous mention for himself! Well, I guess that's game over, guys. Yes, that's the end of the game. See you guys next time for my Let's Play of... oh. Okay. Month, star, day, X, star. Fortune from disaster. The kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. It pains me to think that they were taken by the Pirate King. That ghostly thing. What happens to us now, huh? We may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Month, star, day, X heart. We have made a semblance of civilized life here. The ship's floats and washed in, and we have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time in the salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? Month, star, day, circle. We have built a few huts from the washed-up timbers. Ah, poor sweet SS Flavia. At least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. We still have no sign of Bobbery and the others, and my heart she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Month, star, day, circle, X. 3 days on the isle now, and the huts are all finished. We have carved a life out here, though we all dream of a return to Rugport. Oi, Captain Stash! It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest it. Come have a look. Oh boy, this is a really fun chapter. If I wanted to, if I was capable of doing so, I would start another recording session, and if I had enough space on my phone, but it's like, I only have like so many gigabytes to work with. By the way, come up over here, and we find this guy. Wacoo, I'm Whacker. We got some good weather today, right? Right? Makes me feel like nothing bad could happen on a day like today. Whack-a-doo! Whack-a-hole! Don't hit me! a lump of something. Replenishes 25 HP, 25 FP. This is basically the most powerful item that we have found so far. It's a really good item. It sells for a lot in shops. Not to mention the fact that it's just a really good healing item. You can get about a standard inventory's worth, I think, that or about 8. I'll put down below as to how many you can get at a time. But slowly he'll start getting more delirious as you knock him out. It's like you keep whacking him with stuff. Captain, please help us. Flavia and Pawpaw are in a huge fight. But after a while, you end up losing the ability to get them because he'll just disappear because we essentially kill him.
And what about you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw those ghosts. What are you talking about?
You were the one quaking in his boots, Fancy Pants.
Wait 1 moment. Did you just call the great Flavia Fancy Pants?
That's right, Fancy Pants. Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants.
Why, you little Cyclops! Flavia, the best satisfaction! You, me, hammers at dawn!
Oi, that's right, fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads.
They're here! Captain Stash, them ghosts are back. Mario, consider this is an order. Take care of this ghost.
Why do I have to?
You people are useless.
And flee. Okay. I suppose I might as well swap to Gamella. By the way, if you use Fire Jinx or a Fire move on them, they'll just end up gaining health back. Same thing happens if you do that to an icy enemy with an ice move. That's an Ember, sort of a pale blue flame spirit, kind of spooky. HP is 8, attack 3, defense 0. Of course, since this thing is a flame, touching it will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? My mother, I never got to meet my mother. I was adopted, even though I was dropped by a stork. I was raised by Roshi for most of my life. Oh, sorry about that, Mario. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks, though, so that's something. If you get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay, I think I've about had it with you people. Okay, so what should I do here? Swap again, go to Coops. Here we go, now I'm getting it. Oof! At least I'm getting an upgrade. At least I'm getting healed after this. Ow. Sweet. Yeah, we got a fair amount of star points. Pretty nice. Woohoo! And I think I'm gonna upgrade to 20 FP, because that's gonna be really useful. Especially with how many enemies we're fighting.
Yes, you're a blooming beast, Captain Stash. Too early to celebrate, no? There are surely more of them elsewhere. Ah? Someone must investigate the rest of the island, yes. That is what must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, should stay here. On this, I brook no argument. Ah, yes, of course, Mario. Perhaps you could handle this exploration of this island. If you say no way... well, we cannot just sit here and sun ourselves all day like mermaids, ah? Someone must go out there and look around. This is not a thing to be argued. So we'll decide this fair and square, hmm? Everyone, all in favor of Mario exploring the island, please raise your hands. All for? Oh, heck yes, good luck, pal. They basically hang us out to dry, like Flavia's fancy threads. There you have it. We all count upon you. So it's a butt-down must situation. Anyways, we'll meet you guys up next time when we explore the island and try to find a way through. See you guys next time.